If you're traveling through space, you're gonna need a ship. For now, the only ships we're actually capable of making are slow, chunky rockets spewing a bunch of fire. But science fiction does space travel a whole lot faster. And while some stories are better when things are moving slow, sci-fi is often at its most fun when things are moving at warp speed.
Fly apart! Fire apart then!
But which sci-fi starship is the fastest? It depends on exactly what you're asking. For instance, a fighter craft is probably faster than a capital ship in normal space, but a capital ship capable of entering hyperspace is the easy winner. So, for the purposes of this list, we're measuring our ships purely on how fast they can get from point A to point B. This is Giant Freaking Robot.
Steady. Maintain course.
And these are the fastest starships in science fiction. The Lex is a biomechanical spacecraft capable of faster-than-light travel, utilizing an organic propulsion system unique to its living insectoid design. Unlike traditional spacecraft that rely on engines or advanced physics like wormholes or hyperspace, the Lex moves through the universe via a biologically driven propulsion system. This organic drive allows the ship to travel across galaxies and even between universes at speeds that are never precisely quantified, but are shown to be far superior to most conventional starships in its universe. While it lacks complex navigation systems typical of mechanical spacecraft, its biological design compensates with a natural affinity for movement through space. Its capability to cross intergalactic and interdimensional boundaries implies a highly advanced and possibly alien understanding of spatial physics encoded into its organic systems. Despite its unparalleled speed, the Lex often requires guidance from its crew to determine destinations, as it lacks the cognitive capacity for strategic decision-making. The ship's blend of organic propulsion and intuitive navigation positions the Lex as one of the most extraordinary ships in science fiction, even if it is bug ugly. The Andromeda Ascendant is a glorious Heritage-class heavy cruiser designed as part of the High Guard fleet in the system's Commonwealth. With the fall of the Commonwealth, Andromeda is the only one left. The Andromeda's propulsion relies on slipstream drive.
Don, transfer the slipstream on my mark. Mark.
A technology enabling faster-than-light travel through a network of naturally occurring pathways called slipstream routes. Unlike traditional FTL systems, slipstream navigation requires an intuitive pilot to chart courses through these unstable routes, as precise calculations are impossible due to the chaotic nature of slipstream physics. The Planet Express ship is a state-of-the-art delivery spacecraft designed by the brilliant, yet admittedly eccentric, Professor Hubert J. Farnsworth.
I could swear I followed the manual precisely.
The ship is powered by a dark matter engine, which provides near infinite fuel efficiency and operates by moving the universe around the ship rather than the ship moving through the universe.
The engines don't move the ship at all. The ship stays where it is, and the engines move the universe around it.
This unique propulsion system enables the Planet Express ship to achieve effectively infinite speed relative to itself, allowing for instantaneous or near-instantaneous interstellar travel. The ship's engine is fueled by dark matter, a substance refined from, yes, the excrement of the Niblonian species,
Phew.
making it as weird as it is efficient. The Event Horizon, from the 1997 sci-fi horror film of the same name, is an experimental spacecraft designed to test a revolutionary propulsion system known as the gravity drive. This drive enables faster-than-light travel by creating an artificial black hole, folding space-time so that 2 points connect instantaneously.
It folds. space, so that point A and point B coexist in the same space and time.
The core of the gravity drive employs exotic matter and advanced energy manipulation to generate a singularity, collapsing the distance between locations in space. By doing so, the event horizon doesn't travel in the traditional sense. Instead, it jumps from one point to another by bypassing the intervening space entirely. The gravity drive is housed in a specialized and bizarrely creepy chamber at the rear of the ship, surrounded by containment fields and reinforced structures to manage the extreme energy and gravitational forces it generates. That all sounds well and good, except there's a horrific side effect. To get between 2 points, the event horizon must first pass through what is basically hell. As you'd imagine, that doesn't go so well. Still, the event horizon can get you where you're going really fast. You'll probably just be insane or dead by the time you get there. The USS Discovery, NCC 1031, in Star Trek Discovery is one of 2 Crossfield-class starships constructed by Starfleet. Both were outfitted with an experimental propulsion system called the Spore Drive, but only Discovery got it to work. This experimental drive utilizes the mycelial network, a subspace domain composed of a vast web of spores spanning the entire galaxy. Yes, it basically flies using space mushrooms. The Spore Drive's biologically enhanced system integrates a supercomputer-like organic interface with a living navigator, most notably the tardigrade-like creature Ripper, or later Commander Paul Stamets, who uses injected spores to link with the network.
Go.
By accessing this mycelial network, the Discovery can instantaneously jump to any location in the universe, bypassing traditional warp speed constraints and enabling unparalleled tactical and exploratory capabilities. Guild ships in Dune are colossal spacecraft utilized by the Spacing Guild for instantaneous interstellar travel, a cornerstone of the Imperium's economy and governance. These ships employ space folding technology, made possible through the use of the psychoactive spice melange, which grants guild navigators the prescient ability to chart safe paths through folded space. The process, known as Holtzman drive-powered space folding, collapses the vast distances between 2 points, effectively eliminating travel time. Guild ships are operated by mutated human navigators, who, after prolonged exposure to spice, develop superhuman cognitive abilities and physical deformities, allowing them to perceive the complex, shifting pathways of folded space and avoid fatal collisions with celestial objects. These immense cylindrical vessels are capable of carrying entire fleets or vast amounts of cargo, making them indispensable for trade, warfare, and governance. Tardis stands for Time and Relative Dimension in Space. The Doctor's ride made its maiden voyage long before the events we see on screen in Doctor Who. The incredibly old vehicle is a Type 40 time capsule constructed by the Time Lords on the planet Gallifrey. The TARDIS is both alive and incredibly intelligent.
Lost my key. Sorry.
It exists in multiple dimensions simultaneously, which is why it's bigger on the inside. This multi-dimensional nature allows it to sidestep the normal constraints of both time and space. When the Doctor sets the coordinates for a new location in either time or space, the TARDIS dematerializes from its current location, travels through the time vortex, and then rematerializes at the destination. The process is nearly instant. The time vortex can be thought of as a sort of highway that connects different points across the space-time continuum instantly, regardless of their distance or temporal separation in the normal universe.
for all the fish. So sad that it should come to this. We tried to warn you all, but oh dear.
Breaking news: space is big.
Really big.
You just won't believe how vastly, hugely, mind-bogglingly big it is. I mean, you may think it's a long way down the road to the chemist, but that's just peanuts to space. So if you're going to travel around in space, you'll need something fast. And there's nothing faster than the heart of gold. Improbably, it's number 1 on our list. That's because the heart of gold is powered by an infinite improbability drive. A wonderful new method of crossing vast distances in less than a second, without all that tedious mucking about in hyperspace. The drive harnesses the natural chaos of the universe. It does so by passing through every conceivable point in every conceivable universe almost simultaneously. While your typical sci-fi engines might fight with bending the laws of physics, the infinite improbability drive tosses them out the window and has tea with the resulting chaos. It's improbable, which is the point. The Heart of Gold's origins are as extraordinary and chaotic as the ship itself. The ship was designed and built on the planet Damagran, where it was to launch with a great deal of fanfare at a ceremony attended by the president of the galaxy, Zaphod Beeblebrox.
If there's anything more important than my ego on this ship, I want to cut and shut right now.
Unfortunately, in a totally improbable move, Zaphod stole the Heart of Gold and transported off to regions unknown. Zaphod stole it because he knows what you know now. If you're a hoopy fruit who knows where his towel's at, then there's no faster way to travel the universe than aboard the Heart of Gold. What are some of your favorite speedy spaceships in science fiction? We want to know. Drop your picks in the comments and make sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos from us here at Giant Freakin' Robot.
I wake up to the world is spinning fast. So many things I need to do, but nothing lasts. I try to focus, but I lose my way. Chasing every distraction starts to stray. I can't sit still, my mind's a race. I can't focus on my own.